Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kristen, and here we go with 2 more slow cooker recipes. So the first one I have is a 4-ingredient orange chicken recipe. So these are all the ingredients you're going to need to make them. I'm using chicken thighs instead of chicken breast. So I'm just putting a whole pack of chicken thighs into the slow cooker. And this recipe is a healthier version of the deep fried option you could do. You know, usually it's deep fried chicken with a really sweet orange sauce. And this is using sugar-free orange marmalade and no sugar added barbecue sauce. So it's a little bit healthier if you want to go this route. So now I'm going to season up my chicken. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can just set this on to cook and let it go and, it'd be fine. But I really like to season things. I don't like food to be bland, so I'm just going in with my usual favorite seasonings, as you can see here. And we're not adding any cooking liquid to this crock pot. You're just going to season up your chicken or throw it in the crock pot and just let it go on high for about 3 hours. And if you want to cook it on low, it would be for 6 hours. All right, so I'm going to get my sauce together while the chicken is cooking. So this orange marmalade has the orange peel in it, and I don't want that extra texture in my sauce. So I'm going to just get my little Ninja blender cup here and put all my ingredients in there and just buzz it up to kind of smooth it out a little bit. So it's a cup. I used this whole jar of orange marmalade. It was about a cup of the orange marmalade, and then so I'm going to do a cup of the Sweet Baby Ray's no sugar added barbecue sauce. I think I did the sweet and smoky option there. And then like 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and I'm just blend it up, and then I'll put it in a container and hold it in the fridge until I'm ready to put it on the chicken. All right, 3 hours later, chicken is done, as you can see here. It's really done. So I'm just taking it out of the crock pot, and then I will cut it up into small chunks. I'll dump out that cooking liquid that's left from the chicken. We don't need that, so I'll just dump it down the drain and put the chicken back into the crock pot, add the sauce on top. And I didn't show this part, but I did zest a whole orange, and I juiced a whole orange, and I put it in with the sauce, and it really, really made that orange flavor really pop in the sauce. I think it would have been not as orangey tasting without that step. You don't have to, but like I said, I really like to flavor my food, and I thought that would really help, and it did. And so I'm just going to serve this with a side of rice. Oh, jumping ahead a little bit. Sorry about that. Going back, I'm putting the sauce on, and then I'm going to turn it back on high and let it cook for about 30 more minutes, just to really warm that sauce up and get those two to really get to know each other in that crock pot, the chicken and the sauce, Get acquainted with each other, we'll say. So yeah, put the lid back on, let it go 30 more minutes on high. I served mine with a side of rice, and I roasted up some broccoli with a little bit of sesame oil, garlic powder, seasoned salt to really kind of tie in those Asian flavors. Some pot stickers, I love those so much. Oh my gosh. And dinner is ready. I really like this dinner. Garnished it with a little green onion. And this is a really tasty option. I will have both of these recipes. I have one more to share with you in the description box. And it was great. I really didn't miss the deep fried at all with it. It was really good. All right, moving on. I have a quick and easy chili recipe to share with you. I'm doing this on in my crock pot. You don't have to. You can do it on the stovetop, no problem. But I kind of wanted to use my slow cooker with this chili to really get those flavors going. So first of all, here I'm going to cut up some cloves of garlic and about a half a cup of chopped onion. I'm not going to do too much onion because my son is going to eat this and he doesn't really like too much onion. So anyway, do what you want though. Do however you want, however much you want, excuse me. So I'm just getting the vegetables chopped up first, and then I will talk about the next step. All right, so now it's time to brown off the ground beef. So in a pan, I'm going to get it nice and hot and drizzle in a good amount of a neutral oil. Slide my meat on in there and get it browning. Because I'm going to do it in the crock pot, I want to make sure and brown the meat, of course. Cook it first. And I'm just going to season it up with what I like. I love this Meat Church barbecue seasoning. It has like a sweet, smoky flavor. And it went really good with the chili, I think. You can really taste it in there. And then a little bit of black pepper. Just like that. So the only seasonings listed in the recipe are chili powder, cumin, salt, and pepper. And that's it for the seasoning. But like I said, I like to season, so I'm going to add in a few extra ingredients like this oregano, and then I'm going to put in a little bit of tomato bouillon powder. I really like that powder. It's really good. It really adds just an extra tomato flavor, you know. Oh, and I'm going to soak up the extra grease that came off the burger with some paper towels here. Spill some of that hot grease onto my burner. Excellent. I love it when I do that. Okay, so in the crock pot, we're going to put everything together and let it cook on high for about 3 hours, I'd say. If you're not going to put it in the crock pot, just put it in a big soup pot and let it go for about 30 minutes. Just let it simmer. Also, I pureed my diced tomatoes. My family is particular about chunks of tomato. I don't know if your family is, but mine is. So I have to always be careful and make sure that I don't leave big chunks of tomato, or they will not be happy people. So anyway, so now here I'm adding in my extra seasonings that I was referring to earlier, and I'm just going to stir this all up and just let it go in my crock pot for about, I'd say, 3 hours. We want to make sure that those beans get nice and soft, so just put it on high, let her go, and just kind of feel it as you go, I guess. Yeah. And because I'm cooking this in my slow cooker, I was afraid there wasn't going to be enough cooking liquid, and I didn't want this to get dried out and weird. So I'm adding in some beef broth. This isn't in the recipe, but since I'm using my slow cooker, I wanted to add in a little extra cooking liquid just to make sure that everything stays nice and saucy like a good chili is, I think. So anyway, here it is after it's done. Look at that. Beautiful. This would be really great for a chili dog or chili fries, but tonight I'm just having it just as is. And I'm going to top it off with a little bit of sour cream, a big pinch of cheese. That is a must in my book for chili. You really do need that. And a little bit of onion. Here comes the sour cream. And voila! I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and make these soon. I will have these in the description box for you, and I'll see you in the next one, you guys. Bye.